from the three-point line. Dungo has it. Mason gets it to Abadam. Earl has that ball poked away. And it'll be the Green Archers who keep possession. Shot clock down to 11 for LaSalle. Dungo will drive. Dungo gets an open lane to the basket and lays it up and in. 3-point game. Alo manages to just get it across half court. Drop pass inside by Akoe, and that's going to be a travel call against UST. LaSalle with a chance here. A chance to tie. Dungo knocks it down. Plus the foul, and one opportunity for Doi Dungo. What a shot here. Drops his defender, gets sets, fires, draws contact, and knocks it down with excellent concentration. Doi Dungo. Breathing new life into the Green Archers here. Ties it up at 82 and a chance to take the lead. Dungo connects. And Doi Dungo now with 7 points in the game. Manding on the other end. Kicks it out to Asido. Asido back with it. Crisostomo the drive. Hands it off to Cañete. He'll knock it down in the corner. And a big answer for UST. 85 to 83. It's a 2-point game. Cortez fakes the pass, kicks it out, and couldn't be handled by Earl Labadam. That's a turnover for DLSU. Check out this one. Cañete wasting no time to respond to that big play from LaSalle. Akoe will drive inside. Akoe. Good defense being played that time by Mason Amos. Not giving up the foul. It'll be UST who keep possession. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Growling Tigers. Cañete finds Akoe. Akoe works his way inside, loses the ball, and that's a turnover for UST. 85 to 83 is the score. 3 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Cortez with the ball. He's guarded by Cañete. Ball right back to Cortez. Jacob spins, gets into the lane, stops, pops, puts it in! And we are tied at 85. 2:40 to play. Asido had a hand on him, and that's going to be a whistle blown here. Oh, that foul is going to go on JC Makalalag. That's 2 free throws coming up for UST. Well, check out this move by Jacob Cortez. Waiting, putting it up, then putting it in for the Green Archers. And this one. The handoff from Amos. There's another really good drive to the hoop there from Jacob Cortez. .232 to play here in this fourth quarter. Asido missed the first of 2 free throws. goes 0 for 2 at the line, kept alive by Crisostomo, and manages to kick it off of the body of Earl Abadam there. UST will keep possession. 13 seconds on the shot clock for them. Cañete gets it to Crisostomo. Inside to Asido. Amiel lays it up and in. And the lead is back with UST. 87 to 85. Cortez finds Dungo. Dungo from deep. Can't knock it down. It's rebounded. Abadam has it. Abadam from deep. Hits back iron and it's rebounded by Asido. Last 2 minutes of play here. Nakalalag with the ball. Or excuse me, that was Kurt Cañete who had the ball. And stepping out of bounds there was Jello Crisostomo. $87 to 85 is their score. 1:45 remains here in this one. Cortez to Abadam, back to Dungo. Amos. Dungo to Cortez. Abadam in the corner. Gets it back to Cortez. He'll fire from deep and knock it down. 88 to 87. UST with the ball. Asido has it. Asido from deep. Can't knock it in. And a foul called against Earl Abadam. A huge call there for UST as Akoe steps up to the line. Take a look at this one. Calm, cool, and collected. Cortez from deep gives LaSalle the 1-point lead. But for how long with Collins Akoe at the line now, shooting 2 more free throws. Akoe is shooting 6 for 13 from the line here tonight. He has split his last 4 attempts at the line. And now 2 more free throws coming up for Collins Akoe, who has 16 points and 7 rebounds here in this game. First one is good for Akoe. That'll tie it up at 88. And second free throw for Akoe coming up. A chance to put UST back in the driver's seat with 1:09 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One for 2 for Akoe. And it's the Green Archers with the basketball. Tied at 88. A minute to go here in the fourth. Abadam finds Amos. Back to Cortez. Under a minute to play here. Shot clock at 8. Cortez with 5 seconds. Makalalag from deep. JC knocks it down. Three-point game with under a minute to go here in the fourth. That's almost 2 possessions worth of time for the Growling Tigers. Well, this time around, they will take it at half court and have 14 seconds to work with. Asido, the inbounder. He's guarded by Cortez. Gets it to Alao. Cañete inside to Asido. Asido lays it up and in, plus the foul. And one opportunity here for Amiel Asido as he tries to tie it up at 91. What a play there being drawn up by UST. And it all ended in the hands of their go-to guy here. Coach Topex Robinson watching on closely here in this matchup, not coaching here in this game, but keeping a very close eye. Talking about Emil Acido, he's got 25 points in the ball game. He's been spot on from the tip-off. He's at the line to try and tie it up. Acido knocks it down, and we're tied at 91. The Green Archers will have the basketball. 37 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. On the game clock here for our second semifinals matchup. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Growling Tigers. On the floor for them, Alao, Acido, Akoe, Cañete. Then it's Crisostomo over there on the weak side. Akoe with it. Guarded by Amos. Akoe the drive. He is fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for Collins Akoe, but Mason Amos on the floor here for the Green Archers. Really shaken up after trying to guard Akoe there.
Yes, it's we will now make a review on the last round. All players, please proceed.
Amos able to get back up on his own feet. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. There was a look at that last play here. All right there. Amos got hit right on the face as Akoe was landing on that drive. And there's going to be a official review being taken here by our officials. The headset is back on. Had a couple of times now throughout this game where the officials had to take a close look at it, and very quickly that headset is off, and we have a call. So it is going to be a foul on Amos. No other call being made there. And that is going to send Collins Akoe back to the free throw line. Akoe shooting 6 for 13 from the stripe. He's got 16 points to go along with his 7 rebounds. But those free throws have really hurt him and UST in this one. Akoe misses the first free throw, but there is a lane violation there. And that's going to reset things here for Collins Akoe. Still, it's 2 free throws for the big man. Rolls in the first. That'll make it a 1-point ball game. Big free throw here for Collins Akoe. Two for 2 at the line, and he ties it up at 93. Big shot there for the big man from España. 9.7 on the clock. Tied ball game. La Salle with possession after the break. To win it right at the horn, it's Cortez, Abadam, Makalalag, Amos, and Dungo on the floor for the guys in green. Cortez, the inbounder. Finds Amos. Hands it back to Cortez. 5 seconds to shoot. 1-on-1 against Cañete. Cortez for the win. No can do. Crisostomo the rebound. And time expires, and we're heading into overtime. Extra minutes of basketball here in our semifinals matchup between the Green Archers and the Growling Tigers. We'll have that waiting for you when we return. Well, a couple more minutes of basketball still to be played here. These two teams couldn't do it in 4 quarters, so we'll have an extra half of play right here waiting for you. They've put on highlight after highlights, and Jacob Cortez and the Green Archers had a chance to win it at the horn at the end of that 4th quarter, but it was just a tad bit short, and that has led us into our overtime period here between UST and DLSU. Extra 5 minutes of play here in this one. Acido knocks it down from deep, starting things off on a high note here in overtime. And Acido takes a 3-point lead for UST. Abadam with it. Earl hands it off to Pablo. Pablo is fouled and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Luis Pablo will be sent back to the line. Take a look at this shot from Amiel Acido. All day, all night for him. Knocking it down from the corner pocket. And then on the other end, the Green Archers will have 2 free throws waiting for them, courtesy of Luis Pablo, who misses the first of 2. Again, we've mentioned it earlier, but a quiet game for Luis Pablo here. Only 4 points. He misses his first free throw of the night. Goes 0 for 2 on that trip, but LaSalle keeps it alive. Pablo finds Cortez. He'll fire from deep. No can do on that shot in the corner. And UST back with it. Alao gets freed up. Alao pulls up and knocks it down. It's back-to-back triples for the Growling Tigers. And they have a 6-point lead with 4 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Amos from down deep knocks it down again. Responding from that triple by Mur Alao, Amos cuts the lead down to just 3. The Green Archers need a stop here. Pass on the inside to Okowe was tipped out. Take a look at this shot. Nobody to guard Mur Alao as he just pulls up and drains it down from deep. And then Amos, time and time again, when LaSalle needed a 3-pointer, he has delivered. Mason now up to 14. Okowe loses a hand on the ball. It's recovered here. Alao will the pull up. Alao knocks it down. Alao with 5 points in this overtime period. And he forces the turnover. Gets it to Crisostomo. 1-on-1 against Sibul. And Crisostomo gets fouled. And Jason Sibul will give up the whistle that time. 101 to 96 is our score. With 3:15 to play here in this overtime period. Chelo Crisostomo to the line now for UST. He's got 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's flirting with a triple-double here in this game. Crisostomo misses the first of 2. And he goes 0 for 2 at the line. A sigh of relief for the Green Archers faithful in attendance here at the Blue Eagle Gym. Ball in the hands of Cortez. He is fouled. And Cortez gets fouled on that trip. Let's take a look at this shot by Alao. Taking it and hitting it nicely there with the applause from his coaches. And Alao saying, "Thanks a lot, coach." Cortez at the free throw line for the Green Archers makes the first of 2. Trims the lead down to 4 with 3:05 remaining. Second free throw for Jacob Cortez here. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. He's up to 19 to go along with his 10 assists. A double-double for Jacob Cortez as he brings the Green Archers to within 3. Alao with the basketball. He's guarded here by Jason Sibul. Alao flips it up, can't get it to go. Akowe underneath. Shot no good. Second try for Akowe is good. And the lead back up to 5. Cortez kicks it out. Makalala can't get the 3-pointer. Sibul tracks down the rebound. Sibul lines it up. Can't knock it in. And UST with a chance here to extend this lead even further. Cañete has it. Gets it to Asido. To Crisostomo. Cello inside to Akowe. Collins with a strong move underneath. And the lead is up to 7. Under 2 minutes to play here in overtime. Cortez all the way, flips it up, no, but a whistle is called. And Jacob Cortez will be sent back to the free throw line, where he is shooting 5 for 7 so far tonight. Cortez shooting his 8th and 9th free throws of the evening, has 19 points, 10 assists, couple of rebounds. And Doidungo has checked back in for Jason Sibul. Cortez back at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. Trims it back down to 6. One for 2 for Jacob Cortez, and it's Asido who tracks down the rebound. UST on the break. Crisostomo with the finish. 8-point game with under 2 minutes to play. Cortez the drive, kicks it out. Abadam can't handle the pass, and another turnover by the Green Archers sends the ball back into the hands of the Growling Tigers. 107 to 99. The UST Growling Tigers are 1 minute and 30 away from the finals. Cañete. Inside to Akowe, nobody able to guard him. Manages to save it. Not quite, as the officials ruled it out of bounds. So Pablo stepping on the line, and that'll be UST with the ball. Now shot clock did not reset. "12 seconds on the shot clock here. Cañete with the ball. Out to Crisostomo. Jello pulls up from deep. Knocks it down. Crisostomo pushes it back up to an 11-point lead with 1:14 remaining here in overtime. For him, UST might just have put out the dagger here against the Green Archers. Cortez the inbound. Gets the screen from Amos. Amos from way down deep knocks it down. Back down to an 8-point game. And now LaSalle doing their best to get the ball back on their end as quickly as possible, fouling Collins Akoe on that trip. And that was a good quick foul by Luis Pablo. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be his 5th foul. So he'll head back to the bench here as Collins Akoe steps back to the free throw line. Shooting 8 for 15 from the line here is Collins Akoe as he makes the first of 2. Akoe able to get that free throw percentage up to 50% here tonight. And he bounces home that second one to make it a 10-point game with a minute and change remaining here. And UST already celebrating. Dungo with a spin. Dungo can't lay it up. And that just might be it for the Green Archers run in the NSAC 2026 tournament. Crisostomo in the corner. No can do. The offensive rebound. Drops it inside to Asido. 8 seconds to shoot. Asido lays it up and in. And UST just about 30 seconds away from moving on to the finals. Amos can't hit it from down deep. It'll be Ala who tracks it down. LaSalle will give up the foul. And we'll send Mer Ala to the free throw line. Well, the Growling Tigers did a great job there down the stretch in this game, unfazed by the heroics of the Green Archers. Heroics that will unfortunately fall short here in the semifinals. And they'll move on to face the San Beda Red Lions in the battle for 3rd of our NSAC tournament. UST, meanwhile, they are 25 seconds away from securing their spot in the finals. Cortez up ahead to Dungo. Dungo lays it in. And some last-second substitutions here for UST as Jello Crisostomo, along with his running mate Amiel Asido, gets a much-deserved walk-off and applause on the way to the bench there. Those two single-handedly putting UST on their back in this game, leading them all the way to a big win here against the defending UAAP champions. LaSalle will go on to face the champions of the NCAA in the battle for 3rd. That's going to be an exciting matchup for sure, especially if Mason Amos can keep on shooting like he has in this one. Boy, LaSalle still not giving up here. Really forcing that ball out of UST's hands. 8.8 on the clock. Danting looking for options, gets it across to Alo. Alo won't get the whistle. Officials will let it play out, and the clock will expire, and that'll do it. The UST Growling Tigers move on to the finals of the 2026 NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. They did it on the back of our rebounder of the game, Jello Crisostomo, grabbing 12 big ones against the defending UAAP champions. A double-double for Jello Crisostomo, almost flirted with a triple-double with his 8 assists. But our best player of the game goes none other than to Amiel Asido, 33 points to go along with 6 rebounds and shooting, and an extremely efficient 13 for 17 from the field. Asido had himself a game, shooting 76% from the field as UST takes home the victory, 115 to 107. They move on to our finals of the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour.